Bra Queen. She has worked with some of Australia's leading companies and startup entrepreneurs. She is renowned for guiding her clients into deeper aspects of their life and business vision and giving them advanced tools to their actual purpose. Using a combination of her razor-sharp intuitive skills and her 20 years business background until the outcome is achieved. She stops at nothing to make that happen. These skills have taken her around the world and given countless people an abundant life and changing their life and business. Renee has been featured in every major media publication house and becoming known as the next generation thought leader for providing insight, inspiration, and infinite intelligence. Please welcome to the main stage, Renee Main.
Imagine if we had universal laws that would elevate our success and illuminate our careers into a blissful sense of knowing that when we woke up in the morning, we had that passion that fueled our entire day. You don't always remember what you hear, but you will always remember how people make you feel. And when I was going into today and this weekend, I thought, how do I want to make them feel? And it reminded me of a conversation that I had with my two daughters. My 6-year-old says, "Mum, I want to be a tooth fairy when I grow up. What do you want to be?" And I said, "I want to be amazing." And she said, "Oh, that's not a job, Mum. You can't be amazing." And my 8-year-old says, "Actually, Mum, amazing is an adjective, so you can be amazing." So I thought that's a pretty cool way for us to feel. So that's what I want you to walk away with today. I want you to feel amazing. I'm a country girl, and sometimes having an entrepreneurial mind can be a curse when you don't know your path because you think differently to other people. And when most people think, why? You think, why not? The only way I know how to describe that message in my heart is I've got this unwavering desire to make a difference to the world. And looking back now, I know that every decision, every choice, everything was a piece to the puzzle. And it brings me right here to this very moment. And it's exactly where I'm supposed to be. I know that moments happen in everybody's lives that transform us, that carry us forward. They change us, they transform us. And I want to explore that today. As you know, I'm the creator and the founder of Australia's largest leading lingerie resource called Bra Queen. I love lingerie because it's something small that women can do that makes them feel good. I'm a speaker and business mentor. I've developed the world's leading bra fitting app. It's more than just a bra. It's a simple thing that women can do to make themselves feel good. And the more we create diversity in the marketplace, the more we get to empower women, and that is the beginning of living life wide awake. So I want to take these moments and I'm going to share with you my stories and my moments, and I'll share with you 5 universal laws that will transform your life and illuminate your career. Use my eyes to awaken yours. The first one is the law of alignment. The law of alignment. We often hear and see these empty promises, these unrealistic expectations and timeframes that we put on ourselves. I don't promise my clients it's going to happen overnight, but I do promise it will happen exactly when it's supposed to, and that is in the divine right time. It's the believing, it's the knowing, and it's the trusting that everything will roll out exactly when it's supposed to. It's like when my little girl, she says, "Mum, when is my tooth going to fall out?" And I say, "I don't know, sweetie, I don't know, but I do know that it will," because we know this, right? We take that inner sense of knowing and we implement it into every single element of our lives. Because it's that knowing, the believing, and the trusting that it's all going to happen. And that is priceless. You cannot put a time frame on it, and you cannot put a price tag on it. It's like when my other daughter, she says, "Mum, why does my friend speak to me so rudely? She doesn't hear what I say. She doesn't listen to me, and it makes me feel sad." And I say, "I know, honey, I know. I know that you don't feel heard and it makes you feel like you're not worthy. I know, honey. And you're supposed to fit in and you're trying to fit in and you're trying to fit in so bad. But honey, you feel like you don't belong, but you're not supposed to fit in because we were born to be different." And I say, "Honey, when you do try to fit in, it doesn't make you feel happy. You need to allow yourself to be yourself. And then you will feel happy and you will feel joy and you will be heard and you will feel worthy because you're allowing yourself to be yourself and make no apologies for who you are and never pretend to be someone that you're not. And then, honey, you will feel happiness and you will feel so much joy. Honey, you've got this." And as much as I think that I wish I had someone tell me that when I was her age instead of getting beaten and abused. But I know that I wouldn't be right here, right now with this inner sense of peace and this freedom. And it is exactly where I'm supposed to be because I know that everything happens in the divine right time and the space sequence. Understanding alignment is when we are in divine flow and synchronicity happens and time stands still and everything is easy and effortless. And we expect synchronicity. Synchronicity happens because it's universal law, right? It runs much deeper than you and I can ever imagine. To use the law of alignment, you must expect synchronicity, expect it to come. You must use your emotional guidance system to be in alignment. We all feel things like fear and frustration and anger and doubt. And that's okay because they're just little messages that we're going off path, and we all do that sometimes. It's like the rumble strip on the side of the highway. It's just there to let us know when we're heading off the road, and we can just take the drama out of it and get back on path because we're exactly where we're meant to be, and sometimes that happens. And sometimes we feel resistance within ourselves, and that's okay because that means we're on a path that we haven't travelled down before. So resistance is good. Resistance within ourselves is good. Trust your intuition. The law of connection. The law of connection is, I've been pushed to the limits. I've been beaten and I've stared death in the face. I was 21 years old and I felt like I'd lived 1,000 lives. And when I left everything. I left my money, I left my belongings. I had nothing. But I felt like the richest girl in the world because the first time in my life I could breathe and I was free. I went to work on cruise ships and I got trained by the world's leading, largest training academy. Their training is second to none. But it wasn't their training that I took away. It was what they installed in my heart. They had the ability to teach us that whatever you want in this lifetime, you get to decide. The confidence it gave us, it transformed us because life is a choice and it's what we make it. The majesty of these ships is incredible. You work with these people. You party with these people. You live with these people. They don't see the girl that I saw. They saw me for me, who was standing right there in front of them at that time. And pretty soon you look out to the endless sea and it's breathtaking. The destinations are magical, and pretty soon I'm grounded in a way that I've never been grounded before, and I'm connected to this higher place that I've never been connected to before, and I'm so full of love and I feel alive. It's the ultimate connection of when you connect with yourself, you're able to connect with others on the same level. And that you cannot take away, because once you've experienced this sort of connection, anything else feels incomplete. But sometimes the density of life and other people, they knock you. And they say, you can't go through life with rose-colored glasses, or you've got your head in the clouds. And I say, yes, my head is in the clouds, but I feel my feet on the floor and I am grounded in a way that I've never been grounded before. And I am living life wide awake. And I'm on a journey that illuminates my life. It's time to implement this into everyday life, because I'm not willing to sacrifice this freedom and this inner peace that I feel right now. Understanding connection is tapping into who you really are. It's about being mindful of the thoughts that you think, because that is crucial to your happiness. It's like I would look down at my little girls, and I don't want them to go through life with the same body image issues, with the same self-loathing that has sadly become the normal for so many people. Surely there's more to life than the shallowness of how society says we should look and how we should feel. Surely there is so much beauty outside the box than what there is within. Surely we're all entitled to immense and intense happiness and love and joy. Surely we deserve that. There's more to life than healthy eating and exercise and the chaotic life that we lead. No one should dictate how we feel, because only we have the key to our soul, and we can't give that away. And when did success become measured by how busy we are? And if that's what success looks like, then I don't want a bar of it, because if I really want to be free, I need to be me. Authenticity matters. For me, success is living a life that is abundant and filled with love and joy and laughter. It's about feeling a raw and authentic connection to myself and to other people. It's making a difference in the best way I know how. It's about living in the moment, and I don't want to work my ass off all year round to experience soul-satisfying love and happiness and abundance for a 2-week holiday every year. I want to feel that every day. I want to teach my girls that life is about truth, and it's what you make it. Connection is the foundation of spiritual oneness. It is sacred influence. And we are free to live large and be bold and live life wide awake. The law of truth. The truth is when you step up on stage or you're blogging online and you're putting yourself out there, you become open to all sorts of judgments. You're vulnerable because we've stepped into the arena. It's exactly the same when you live your life on your own terms. You're going to ruffle some feathers because sometimes other people are on the same different frequency to you and they don't understand it. They don't understand the level that you're on. And that's okay, because that's their resistance. We don't own their resistance. Our resistance is a message that we're on path. Their resistance is not ours to own, and we need to let that go. One day I was on stage and I'm delivering this presentation to hundreds of people, and the feedback was amazing. And one lady said, I couldn't listen to her because of her fake boobs and her fake tan. Now, my first thought was, they're not. But then I thought, who cares if they are? It doesn't matter. And it got to me, and I went home and I was thinking about it. And my partner, trying to cheer me up, he said, you know that she was just pale with no boobs. And I said, well, so is Nicole Kidman, but I think she's doing all right. The truth is that smart has many facets. And what it is for each individual, there is greatness inside of everybody. And all we have to do is bring that out and develop that greatness and do something amazing. The truth is yes, I do things differently. And yes, I go against the status quo. But that's what makes me so good at what I do. Because everything I teach my clients is congruent to them. It's authentic to them. And there are no clones. There is no one model to live your life or to have a business. It's different for everybody, and we can't be in the shadows. Understanding truth is that how we all hear and speak our truth is our unique perception. And we have to remember that. We always have to speak our truth. Because the truth is we can't control how other people are going to receive this information. So at least we can do is honour our truth as we see it at that time, because that is all we can ever do. People can't take our power, but they can take it away if we choose. And it's a choice that we make every day. The law of karma, we've all wanted it. We've all wanted that sweet cycle of revenge. You know, when you're so mad and you're so angry and you feel like you're gonna explode, and I don't understand why they did this to me. I was just a kid, I was just a little girl, and I deserved more. And what am I supposed to do with this anger? Because it just grows, and I don't know what to do with it. I feel like I want to kill them. But I don't know who I hate more, them for doing it to me or me for allowing it to happen. What am I supposed to do with this? I hear a song and I smell their cologne and it takes me back there like it was yesterday. It's the darkness and it's time consuming, it's the emptiness and it's the fear. And I have to change my story because I'm not that girl anymore. And when I stop and I realize that I was never afraid of the next beating. I was afraid of me living this life forever and not the one I dreamed about when I was a little girl. So I stop. And I fill myself with bountiful love and self-acceptance. And it's enough to fuel my passion again, to remember that I wanted to make a difference to the world and I wanted to entertain people because the world is going to know my name. And when we stop and when we look around, there is so much beauty all around of us. Only when we stop and we choose to look. And I'm feeling good because everything is different now. Everything is amplified because I'm living on a new level, because I've realized that I am enough. Understanding the law of karma puts a new spin on things. We become mindful of what we put out there. We know karma as a result of one's actions being good or bad. What if karma was not about punishment? What if karma was an opportunity for us to change? What if it's about restoring balance? It's not about them. It's not about what he or she or the world did to you. It's about the choice that we make as individuals. And we get to decide. The law of karma is about choice. and we make it being good or bad. So we need to remember that with the thoughts that we think, the words that we speak, and the actions that we take. Because karma is about change. And how can we make that change for us to speak our truth? That's karma. It's not about punishment. What about the law of service? The law of service, everything you do, all the money you make in this lifetime will come down to three things. It comes down to the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and the difficulty they will have in replacing you. I realized a long time ago that there's a big demand for what I do because people want more. People want answers. People want more than this fast-changing, chaotic, crazy life that we lead. The world isn't getting bigger, it's getting smaller. We are the touch of a button away from sending multiple messages around the world to multiple people instantly. We are in a global market where anything is possible. Look at how the world's changing. Everybody is looking for a service that you offer. The world is looking for effective people, and they're looking for something that only you can deliver. The truth is most people just work enough to get paid. Most employees pay enough so the people don't quit. We're going about it the wrong way. What if we go to work and we become so amazing at what we do? We become so effective. It's very difficult for them to replace us. People are waiting in the wings. You bring out the best in people, and you bring out the best in yourself. I realised this a long time ago. I realised that if I blur the lines between work and play, and I love both, I can serve my clients in a way that runs so deep it is beyond words. And clients keep coming, opportunities keep coming my way. There's always people waiting in the wings. Because it's the law of service. It's compensation for the amazing service that I deliver. I bring out the best in people. I bring out the best in myself. And then I can ignite that in you. And that matters. Do you know how powerful you are? Your body is an electrical power station that's sending out the highest form of energy to create anything you want. How effective are you being at applying it? It's a thing of trusting that it will come. Do what you love to do. Do it for satisfaction. And you will be compensated. Do it in a way that people are longing for your service. And you will change the world. It's a matter of knowing that each law seamlessly integrates into the next one, and no law is more significant and more important than the next one. And they're all tied together with the utmost love and appreciation that is brought to us in moments. And it's that moment when the vital shift occurs. I had to break the cycle and I had to stop the war because I'd had enough. I deserved more. I wanted more. I wanted to be more. And I realized that my whole life I was walking around carrying other people's hatred and anger and fear. It's not mine to carry, and I needed to let that go. And as soon as I did, that's when I felt free because I was doing what I wanted to do. We all have moments in our life that shape us and transform us and carry us forward. And as soon as we realize that it's these moments that make a difference in our lives, because we know that it all had to happen, We know that every step, every piece, every decision, every choice is a piece to the puzzle, and it's being rolled out like the best movie I've ever seen, and I'm the director. Because it's the cycle of once you go home, nothing will change unless you take action. And you surround yourself with people who pep you up, and they don't bring you down. We step up. And we be brave, and we create our own journey, and we get to live, and we get to imagine the possibility, because we can do anything. Now, I know that some of you can feel what I'm saying. You feel it in your soul, and you want this. You want this freedom, and you want this peace, and you want this infinite wisdom and divine possibility. You can feel this. Then come to me and come with me, because I am ready to serve you. Thank you.